Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Wally Weasel. And here we are, some more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. And today we are going to continue on with what I assume will be more tutorials and meeting the captain. So let's just get right into it. Continue. I don't think this will be a super long stream, but let's see how far along we can go. Just get everything situated. Done and save. And that was, yep. Any button. I will push X today. Sorry. There we are, looking down at everybody, sneering at them. They are nothing to us. Except the people who are on the opposing balcony.
Patience! My nerves are frayed.
Interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Some icons allow you to study objects, transfer the character to neighboring locations, or launch a small event. These icons become visible when your character is standing. Okay. Whiskers, will you just get comfortable in some position? Okay. Doors, chests are not always marked with icons. Move your character closer to the object. Gotcha. Yes, hello. Trip was surprisingly uneventful. Won a couple of cycles ago now. That was tough. When your tank hold so many and the witch was up to her old tricks again. Oh, wait. Massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource. Hey! Of incredible value aboard a void ship.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
I hope that's just not me saying random things. If you raise your head again, I'll hang it over to the tech. Hey! Hang it over to the tech priest first. Something or other. Remember his hard at work, bowing his head in fear, and avoiding even looking at you. Good. I should know their damn place. Glory to Omniscient, giver of knowledge. Ooh, I feel another sneeze coming. God damn. Didn't even get a chance to read. Sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled.
What lies beyond?
The people interfering in the operation of sacred machinations disturb the machine's prayers. The name of them is to refrain from any further attacks. Oh. Oh, wow, really? Okay. Comprehensible information is displayed on... Oh, whatever. It's incomprehensible. Oops. We are this person. You over there. Many people interfering in the operations... Okay, that's the exact same thing. You know what? I don't really care about... Ooh, first name Stewart. Greetings, my lady. Noble guest. How long have we waited for an audience? How many days has it been already?
Ha! There will be no peace in my wake.
Another spectacle dressing down recently. I don't know which it was first time. Something or other. Could latch on to any slip up and excuse to give. Well, assuming that's a name. It's worker. Servitor. You approach something in the. Some of these are like super quick. It begins to hum as a response to your presence. After a couple of seconds, the noise subsides. I'm not even pushing anything. What are you worshipping? Humble deeds for the benefit of humanity. Candlelight altar of the copy of 2348th volume. The Lex Imperius, the Codex Sacred Laws of the Imperium. Okay, you're just kind of worshipping a book.
Oh yes, they all will see.
Are you the same person who was talking to me before? I can't talk to you, so I'm going to assume yes. Ooh, we get to see
one of the
some of our character.
Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Sure. Some big tanks.
What's happening?
Combat tutorial?
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Yeah. You should have just, you know, like, got some cover or something. Did you just see what... Okay, whatever.
Cower before the mind unhinged.
Be an ambush. To survive the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. Shoot, don't let it get close. Well, first I have to figure out how to shoot. Okay, start the battle. Don't kill it, I have to have a move first. Okay, wait. Okay, thank you. It's going to give me more turns. Strength analysis, movement, and combat. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On the character's turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Alright, yeah, okay, I'm used to that. Select a cell with a highlighted area and press twice to move the character there. Twice? Movement points determine how far a character can move on their turn. Okay, yep. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell, basically. Movement points are restored to their maximum value. But once a character starts moving, their action can no longer be cancelled. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. I would like to know what the range of my weapon is, though. Well, you know what? Let's... Since I don't know... And I think... it has a turn... Yeah, it's got a turn before me. So I can still move. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, back out of that. Reload the equipped weapon. Pistol shot. Ah, okay. Okay, so I would need to be up 2 more points. There we go, okay. So right here, do.
Through the smoke at gunfire.
Waddle, waddle, waddle. Good job. Movement points? Okay. Can I shoot it again? No. Okay, so that's...
Schemes within schemes.
okay, so this is my ammunition. Assuming I can just... This is just to reload. No. Okay, okay, how do I... Oh. So 2 out of 13. Oh, okay, so you guys should be able to finish them off. Okay, oh, there we go. If you don't miss. You guys are probably programmed to miss. Okay, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do anything, or are you just... You're doing nothing? Okay, if I just click on them... No, because that's still moving. Okay. So I would have to purposely go and select the attack.
Another one is shattered.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and their heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
It should. So what do we got? I already looked up Rogue Trader. A piece of technology used to communicate over short distances. Okay, that's fine. Boxcaster. That's kind of like... Okay, yeah, I recognize the word from... What the hell is it? You know, that other game. Don't know if everybody likes the first two, but the third one is like, you either really hate it or you really love it. BioShock! Yeah, there we go. Your character just landed a critical hit that deals increased damage equal to the character's critical damage stat. Damage is 100% damage by default, however, there's certain talents. Okay, yeah, got that. Close. It's a good thing you guys got in here in time. No one is allowed to enter the premises. Stations.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Whispers give you a curt bow. Okay, can we,
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Smoldering. It would seem the cause of this malfunction was short-circuiting on the motive force. Okay. Doesn't look like, at least not here, we can't loot the dead. This entry again constructed with the blessing of the Mechanicus, using a standard template construct, manufacturing a Gawa Gamma. Yeah, okay. This battle tank reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor. The first... kind of wish they would just stay up. It's like, if I just stay up until like I walked away or something.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
There you go. Violet alloy, which upon closer examination turned out to be a handicraft object, symbols carved. Okay, is there a way I can just do that? It could be either game or last tutorials, main menu. Location. Line screen. Pause on lost focus. Let me turn that on. Not sure what lost focus is, but oh, I can just change the difficulty whenever the hell I want. Okay, I'm gonna assume.
Patience.
Okay, no, that wasn't it.
My nerves are frayed.
Again, some of these are freaking impossible as hell to read. Like, how the hell am I supposed to read that one? Because my portrait is in the way. And of sparkling particles. Lecture resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely. No, stop that! No, not that one. This one. Outside the artifact. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, this is making me not really want to read these things because consistently having to keep clicking on them. But I want the lore. There's no doubt solid, but the surface challenges you. This someone captured a piece. No, stop that! I'm not even moving you. Why are you looking at something else? Fuck. Strange object that resembles coral of the precious face. Painted a sign that is now underwater.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
I kinda wish my character would just shut the hell up sometimes. Okay, let's just go. Servitor, okay, so it's not all servitors then. Carrying people around the docks move with a loud grinding noise. They're like little houses. Yeah. All you guys are just making the same threats to the same people.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
So assuming Lady Theodora is the one in the middle there with kind of bluish silver armor.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the
someone looks fancy.
situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Well, she's not speaking to me. She's having a conversation, so survey the room. First impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is a parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bound mass of sinew, implants, and bone that nervously twitch fingers. Oh, the nervously twitching fingers. The face twisting by a slight tick, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Okay, could have guessed that. In stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodora von Valakias's features appear as if they were carved from marble. Eternal and indestructible, head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Elithard. Okay, same thing. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate, and the other is behemoth bristling with holsters, baldricks containing all manners of weapons. Okay.
Our second candidate has joined us.
Hi.
Approach and give me your answer.
Let's see. The dry female voice and the powerful feeling being watched force you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive. I don't know. I kind of look like her kind of woman. I look all business.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices.
We'll kill them all.
Flights of fancy, you might say.
Oh.
But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Okay, your character skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests, and if such a test succeeds, information will be revealed or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. Your character is traveling with allies. The party member of the highest score in the physical skill. Okay, yeah, kind of figured about that. Okay, I got a 61. So 61 greater than 100, or? First verify if that is indeed the case, and the population of Alon 6 engages in xenoship. 61 greater than 100%. And it says succeeded. We need to confirm whether what is happening to Alon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. No, let's go with Lord Xenos. Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
It may. It may.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
Alright. Xenos, a term imperial to refer to aliens. So all aliens, okay. I have a straight answer to a simple question, which is, I understand, was still more than you can do. Both services of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Has become anyone of our status to engage in petty feuds. This is variable. I'm just going to show it for you. No, let's kiss her ass, because she's pretty cute.
Even among his flock, not all are of a piece.
I
suggest you familiarize yourself with that fact before you are sorely.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
Yeah, jackass.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Ceremoniously, it takes his leave with us bearing you. Yeah, whatever, you ass kisser. Get out of here. Nobody likes you.
So, why are you here?
Was it not you who sent for me? There are questions that I should have answered. Yeah, were you not sent me?
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed.
You know what? I take it back. You got a stupid hairstyle.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Oh.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I get a ship? Do I get this ship? This is all too slow for me. What now? Does this mean there are other hires?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
So if you're satisfied, what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me? I hear you correctly, the master of whispers is ready to you. Sure.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Yeah, sure enough. Here's my questions now.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Alright. What are these things you speak of? I really should be asking this if, you know, she expects me to kind of follow in her lead or work closely beside her. That's like, you know, if you're learning to, like, run a car company and you're like, yes, 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 but what are these steering wheels that I'm hearing all about? So, you know. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some survivors went berserk. And servitors, sorry. Berserk and attacked the crew. I suppose we should let her know.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Maybe she does.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Alright. Where's your ship headed? Yeah, what am I doing here?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself a worthy heir. Didn't you say she hated ass kissing?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor.
Continue.
I set the course for Rykad on the demand
Rykard.
for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Why not? Alright, I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh, woo. Don't point your gun at me, you jackass.
Into the fray we charge!
All combatants act in turns, and their orders is determined by initiative roll. The order of the turns is displayed on the left. Yep. So the screen, the bottom to the top. From bottom to the top. The character at the very bottom goes first, and the one above them, and so on and so on and so on. So Theodora then. Okay, so let's see here. A fair bit of them. Actually, it doesn't look like I can just... What are these? Okay. Settings? Ah, okay. Start the battle!
I can handle this.
Hey, where are you going? Oh,
My place is at the fore.
hang on.
Break them around.
More.
I've suffered worse. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Ow! Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover, yep, okay. Gotcha. Just gonna head alongside Theodora. Hey, how's it going, baby?
Debate claims! Another one.
I didn't see a percentage chance.
Let's see.
Reload again, why not?
Such is the will of chaos.
Whoops, sorry. Just trying to rub my eye.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
What are you using a sword for?
I took care of this one. My faith strengthens me. To the heretics.
Damn it. Okay.
Step by step, I lead.
Is that... Is it the percentage right there at 76? Because I saw some people missing earlier. So obviously you can miss.
Oh, a wicked
Oh,
thought.
okay, yeah, I missed right there. Okay, so I no longer have my movements because, yeah. I don't think I can... No, I cannot. Okay.
Look out! No mercy for heretics!
Well, yeah, there's the balance. Oh. Alright, I guess we just gotta survive a certain amount of turns then.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Yeah, screw them whoresons. Okay, you can get rid of that.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who
I panicked.
at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
Looks at her box in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. This sounding pretty good. What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Okay.
What lies beyond?
I didn't see what direction he went. I was kind of paying attention to the dialogue. Okay. Well, they're shooting this way, so... This was blocked. Okay, this looks about right.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always
Exactly.
just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Yeah.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Or pulls his Vox from his belt and hurriedly reports on the situation. Yay, I did my task.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
Yeah.
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny? Mutiny here, mutiny against the Emperor. Actually, is there anything? Madness in the mirror is to real space, also known as something. There's something. The Aether, the Sea of Souls. Where's this? Okay, gotcha. In case the Emperor's anointed executed treasures, every last one of them, we must provide immediate assistance to those on the decks. So in case of warp madness, then the situation is dire. And here in the warp, yeah.
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable.
Alright, continue.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
This person changes as her eyes flash ominously.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Alright. This is that you thoughtfully are.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
Whatever state, what does that mean? I hear and obey. To do everything in my power. I cannot promise that I won't lose our dear spare somewhere. Let's kiss her ass a little more. Just gotta piss her off some. She's already pretty pissed off, so.
Then move out! Mort, come.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
So make do. I have propositions since I am the more important person here. You get in the front and shield me. Captain, made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. Yeah.
I see you have quickly earned Lady Theodora's trust. If she is already sharing her closely guarded secrets with you. But that is no longer relevant.
Sharp cackle and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. He kind of sounds like Samuel Tempest. Wow. Promise you a special destiny, Alania. It is time to fulfill it. What the hell are you doing? Why are you kneading my lower back? Are you a kitty cat? I think I will push R3. Oh, don't kick me.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Secret relic document that affirms the pre-eminent rights of road traders throughout the galaxy. You two-faced scum! You are behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
I'll kick that Sentinel square in the balls. This was inbred. Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? Intention of helping you, I will spend my life. Let me join you. I have no intention of helping you.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
Do as you require, but I will find a way. Pay for this, you have threats, I will comply with your demands. No, to the void with you! Blade flashes the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless, the voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate! Go to the gate! Go to the gate! Get over here, that's your puppet. I'm a man, not a machine. Your head giggle and mock your deceptive outcry. You feel this intruding influence is forcing onto your feet and making you take a step toward the gates looming in the center of the chamber. Great, now I'm being mind controlled. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso switches slightly. It's a servitor, being automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting a cute ember. Look back, anything that could be used as a weapon. Let's just examine it a little bit. Once you've succeeded, you carefully inspect. Let's see. Options requires making a skill test, unlike the passive skills. Ooh, it's pretty big. Okay, so skill test, basically. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you carefully inspect the design of the gate, cogitator, and what immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. Okay, that's obviously, technical stuff. Succeeded. I wonder what that means. Okay, I'm still figuring out the chance. 44 less than 100%? I don't know. Any type of computer in the computer. Can you see what that is there? A rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. Okay, I'm gonna need to figure this out. Like, the thing I need to know is the chance. 44 is less than 100? What the hell does that mean? Servitor in the gate begins to move with the screeching and groaning of metal. It leans forward. Closer to you, its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen on the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. Valkyr wounded you with his blade and did not go away. On the contrary, the source called itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Ooh, weapon. That helps in finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain, and the chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or protruding piece of rebar in sight. Boo! Look back and whimper.
Did you forget something? I
Alanya?
suggest you hurry.
Alright, Jesus. Can you fucking give me a choice? It's like, you gotta play the game. Sentinel's jaws clap around your hand, puncturing your skin, sinking into your flesh. Two dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and pumps into motion. The vid screen on the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass, the Sentinel's jaw remains closed, and you beginning to feel sick. Perhaps you are to lean against the gate to catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend on this eager tap.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
I understand where this quiet voice is coming from, cackling like static, or crackling. Is it the Sentinel, the cogitator? Is it a figment of your wary mind? Whichever it is, you clearly hear the word. Sorry. I don't know what the hell's going on from my reading. Process of warp madness and learning about. Yes, give me his assistance. Shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly as it seems the entity called in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Good, good.
There is still another way.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
This is kind of where I want to be. You know that by will and by the true words of the document, I appoint the person to the bearer of the warrant of trade and restore them and their dynasty with a great mission. To be paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to offer even the fear into darkness, face in darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph our neighboring nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate. Oh my god! Standing in the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. God damn.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Happening here, and where are you? Preferably Theodora. Yeah, come on.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the Navigator's Sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Give me a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Almost silent as it relays, clicking second after second passes, and you realize that the servo skull will not answer you.
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the Rogue Trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Alright, leave me away.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the Warren Chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
As the game story unfolds, you will see notifications at the top of the screen indicating the status of your current objective has been updated and the new information has been added to your journal. You can open the journal from the quick access hold R2 and use the do. So you keep track, okay. Those sections also contain more information. You will learn about them later. Okay, let's just quick save for now.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Ah, okay, that's better. Ooh, I'm green. You following me? Guess so.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Turret. Go through those doors again. So, the Empire, the death rows, and they finished off the heretics that had infuriated the sanctum of the... Okay. So where the hell am I going? Because I can't... Okay, this is for the gate. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Ow! Hi guys.
Run, fools, or fall!
Is that what's his face from above? It is. It's a good thing you brought your sword.
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Is there an artifact that indicates the God Emperor's physical remains entire his wheels and silent. Okay. And the trader, when we parted ways, the officer's deck is stunned. Someone brought me here. Yeah.
What?
I told you he's clearly serving the unholy gods of the warp. Jeez, don't you pay attention?
serving the gods of the war. Kunrad is a heretic. Oh, Voidfare, you void rat. Madness. And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt.
Yes, I just told you. He is in this mastermind behind this mutiny, and questionably, it would seem for mere... Yeah.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Those are books. Oh, we got the nerd.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Gives you a weapon. Receive sniper rifle, armored body gloves, and Medicat. Treating injuries. While fighting, your character can lose some of their wounds. Character suffers injury after being attacked by Kunrad. This happens when a character receives damage that exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds within 1 round. 50% of wounds is characters do. Especially suffers an injury is considered a fresh injury during the first 3 rounds. Once 3 rounds have passed, a fresh injury becomes an old injury. A fresh injury can be healed. Passing these skills tests, all injuries can be healed with Medikit, but they require the character's administering treatment to pass a Medikit skill test to succeed. Over wounds in the party members are replenished automatically, but any injuries that may have been sustained remain those that can be healed with a Medikit. Okay. So by wounds, it's like health, right? Medikits can only be used by characters who have the field medic feature. Medicine, I'm going to take the medicine in advance. Okay. Characters, injuries, hold, and select portrait.
One step at a time.
Your seneschal is always there for you. What advice do you seek? Look no further. Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day. I am at you.
This guy.
Look no further. Let's patch you up.
Your efforts are noted.
We are the
To the ordinary.
I'm the one in charge here. You follow me.
Arm yourself. Our enemies may find us at any moment.
Alright, Jesus. Hey, is that... It did, kind of, sort of.
That is a noticeable improvement.
Probably
Now
not.
you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics, instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
We only want the good ones. Well, also, why are we standing so close? Our circles are intertwining. Basically on your feet. Wrong in the translation.
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak.
As we speak.
If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
One of Theodora's Voxcast, yeah.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
Alright, how did you find me? What do you expect to find in the Navigator's Sanctum?
During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Imperium. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
It's not bad now than the list off the horrors that you are about to face. No obligation, that means make them very well. How'd you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
Warren has sent the last message. It appears. Open the chamber. Yeah.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort.
Well, it's right there.
The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes
there it is.
And caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
I don't know.
Absolutely. Let us
Hold on,
proceed.
yeah.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
Let's go.
The Emperor is with us.
Tactical phase. Combat begins in the tactical phase, during which characters cannot attack or take other actions, but may try to take up advantage positions. Characters by holding remove the frame of the portrait. Choose this all you want the character to remove, then press it. Assist the character during the tactical phase. Okay. I think it was some, oh no. Ah, blocked. So go to here. I got a step up, so I want to go back here. And you're melee, so you should probably a little closer, but you're still pretty close to the guys. You know what?
Chaos guides me.
Enemies can get hurt by your burst attacks. Okay. Okay, panel by pushing triangle. Plan. Fire.
Oh, a genius at work!
All right.
Another one is shattered.
Okay, yeah, we're good. Ew. You got like a sweeping twirl attack? That'd be pretty badass. Losing a straight line and launches a melee attack against any target in warrior's paths. Anybody in
Indeed. Why was it ringing? Bump you a tongue.
Okay, so whenever something like that is going on, they got like little squares around them. That means that they're just gonna react. So that was a pretty stupid thing to do.
At your beck and call.
Perfect.
Chaos guides me. I've suffered worse. Out of my way.
Schemes within schemes.
Dude, don't come to me. Using attack opportunity if the opponent or adjacent cell. Okay, yeah, now you tell me. Oh, good. He does.
I will do my duty.
Okay, whatever. Melee weapons block adjacent enemies' abilities to perform attacks. Oh, okay, so I would need to step back.
shattered foe.
Ow!
I wake.
Bitch!
Phase flames. Another one.
Victory is imminent.
Here's the companions, okay. Sword.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Give me all of it.
I'm at your...
In the shadows of the Imperium's ignorance,
My genius blossoms. Oh, how they fear the brilliance that eludes their narrow vision.
Let's go focus on that one. Together. Do Okay, so I'm not really selecting anything, it's just okay, there we go.
let us
Look no further. See some coercion, yeah. We are the...
This galaxy is my playground.
I can only have one weapon? Oh, there we go. Ooh. Dual wielding.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see.
The void ship consists of several parts between which you can travel. Some parts are not yet available, but over time you're capable of gaining access to them. I'm assuming this isn't the monkey clapper, but it looks like the monkey clapper.
Watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Yeah.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Avila, how they sing.
It was pretty relaxed.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the Immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
What? The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls deeper, its claws creeping against the walls of your mind as if a person is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. Diviner?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officers frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officers' deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officers' deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it! You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Alright. How do you know who I am? What are you doing here? How do you know who I am?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
Your words dredge up something dark and frightening from the depths of your memory. Your soul has been tainted with the influence of warp sorcery. It seems you've never rid of it. Sometimes in your distant past.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we save the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
So the navigator is well then, at least.
No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
He thinks this one's insane.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Party controls. Several characters, this character selection in the UK. Got that.
What lies beyond?
Yeah. Will you guys stop trying to get in front of me? I know I'm the sniper, but still. Bunch. This one's the door shut. Almost proved fatal to you with the. Have you leveled it? No, you don't have the thing above you.
The stars are
Yeah, you're
my
fine.
canvas, and anarchy is my brush.
Yeah. Everybody's just bound and determined to get in my way. Yeah. Just renaming the save file. And we'll do a quick save. And that's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We met the captain, or the Lord Captain, sorry. We got some combat. Got a couple of characters for our team. And, yeah, now we're facing a mutiny. It seems like a pretty big mutiny for such a big ship. So, yeah. So anyways, yes, we will continue this next week. I believe it will be... It should be an earlier stream, so we should be able to do a fair bit of damage. You know, to the ship as a... Okay, I appreciate you guys wanting to protect me. Whatever. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, so, yeah. Like I said, we'll continue this on next week. In the meantime, that will be it for today. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody. I wonder.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Damn it, I'm trying to get them to be chopped behind the things there. Whatever. Alright. Bye, everybody.